The Climax Café is a mom and pop owned and operated small town cafe in Climax, Saskatchewan, which is in the southwest corner of the province, about 25 minutes from the border. It's been a cafe since it was built and opened in 1923. My husband Brock and I bought it in 2023 and we opened in February of 2024.
What inspired us to start looking at opening a place back in Saskatchewan was we were really enjoying the aspects of food preparation and working with the bakery when we were up in Whitehorse in the Yukon. But we're both from Saskatchewan originally and we really were missing home. One of the primary things was that we could live and work at the same place. We kept looking at a lot of different properties all across Saskatchewan, but this one just kept circling back. But when we bought the property and we found out that the community really loved its cafe and had loved having it here and it was so central to the community, we decided that had to be something that we would take on. But once we kind of had our feet under us, we hit the ground running. It wasn't without mistakes. When we started out, I think we made every mistake possible, face first through the plate glass window, but we learned from them and we kept going, and now I think it's actually working fairly well.
The food that we serve here at the Climax Café is food that we enjoy eating, ideas and recipes that we've collected from family and places that we frequented over the years. We have things like burgers, a fried chicken sandwich, fried peanut butter and jam sandwich, classics like a Monte Cristo. We do a Denver sandwich. We make all of our own bread and buns from scratch as well. And we also have lots of baked goods that we make in-house. We make butter tarts, pies, cookies, donuts. Our most popular item is probably our butter tarts, and second would be our donuts. We make donuts once a week, on Wednesdays, and for special orders. When we were developing our butter tart, we wanted to make sure that we didn't make a butter tart that was like everyone else's. So we did research and trial and error and came up with the butter tart that we felt that was very unique and 100% completely ours. So we don't do any fancy variations. We just make a raisin butter tart. We use a French style pie dough, and we use maple syrup instead of corn syrup in our filling. We source all our ingredients local first. Our distributor is a in-province distributor. We buy from a local independent grocery store, and we do source our meat from a local rancher, as well as we use the butcher shop in Shaunavon, which is only about 30 minutes away. I think it's important to support local because local supports us. It also keeps our money in the community and helps promote other businesses. And I think that's especially important in a village the size of Climax.
The community here really loves this cafe, and they've loved it for many years. So we knew coming into it that it had a very rich history. It's operated since 1923. I think there's been 15 different restaurants and different iterations in here. The way the townspeople talked about it, we could tell that it was there's connection here with the building and with the business. So when you move to a small town, everybody knows who you are, but it takes a bit longer for us to figure out the other side of it. And everyone was really supportive and came in, and there were certainly some suggestions about what they all wanted. And we tried to kind of match up with that energy and make sure that the experience they were getting here was in line with how they felt the cafe was a part of the community and how they wanted it to be too. And these are our friends too. If you don't connect with your community in a small town, I don't think you're going to get very far, honestly.
I hope when people come in and eat our food and our baking, they feel a sense of nostalgia. And hopefully they feel the love put into the food and the baking. We are open Tuesdays and Wednesdays 11 to 6, Thursdays 11 to 7, Fridays 11 to 9, and Saturdays 4 to 9. And we're closed Sunday, Monday.
If you do need to find us, the Climax Café is on social media. We have Facebook and Instagram. And we'd love to come have you down and see if our butter tarts can bring you to Climax, Saskatchewan.
Isn't
there a restaurant or beverage producer you'd like to see featured on MaxTV Local? Let us know at SaskTel.com/local.